All right, so round two had to come back, and we're going to cut it shorter anyway in a few minutes here. But for some reason, the chat got disconnected. I am having a little bit of a router issue lately. So if you catch this on the rerun, that's the reason why. I'm waiting on a new router. So anyway, kind of annoying. We'll see if we get any more people back in this chat. Not sure if we will. Let me try to go back to the old comment section here and see if that's actually live. Sometimes when that gets interrupted like that, people don't know to come back. Got one person back. Once you pop into the video stream here, just go ahead and drop me a quick comment so I know who's in the chat, if you will. For some reason, my network has been crashing the last couple of days. Time to, like I said, I got a router on the way here. So if it happens again, we'll just cut it. But I don't know, it's happened twice already today. We'll just give it a few seconds here. We've got 3 people back. Too bad we lost those questions here. Let me see if I can pull up those questions on the video here. Give me 1 second, folks. Got 6 people. All right, cool. Yeah, just go ahead and let me know who's in here if you feel comfortable doing so. I don't know why you wouldn't, but I think we can pull up live. No. So if you asked a question, just go ahead, if you will, just repeat that question. I know we were talking about watch quality and, good value across many different brands. In the other video I did the other day, again, I showcased like 60 watches. Hey, Game Hub, what's up, man? Invicta Showcase, welcome. And some of you folks, like, especially somebody who names their channel Invicta Showcase, I am curious. I have a question for you. A lot of folks who discover my channel, who comment on like an Invicta video, I can't tell you the number of times people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you reviewed Invictus," and I'm like, "Whoa!" And it just goes to show you how the YouTube algorithm can really make or break a YouTuber. It's revenues all over the place, and it's like views are all over the place. I will state though, I feel like I got more views. There was a time which this channel got like 80,000 views a month. And I think those were more of the Invicta days. So that's why I'm creating the second channel, 21 Jewels, just to be about watches only, specific to watches. And what I'd like to do at some point is kind of not necessarily take a back burner, but I put up a lot of content on Phat Kat Collections. Like I have 1,600 videos on this channel. I usually upload every single week, something every single week. And usually they are watches. And the thing about it is, like, I could always come back to these Invicta watches I was reviewing, 10 years ago and create fresh content, which is my intention to do so. It's just really hard to, start over on a second channel when the time I invest now, it takes a while. You have to get to 1,000 subscribers before the channel becomes monetized. And so obviously Phat Kat Collections is monetized, but 21 Jewels, it's going to take a while. I think there's only 66 subscribers on there. So, yeah, but Invicta Showcase, it's I've never heard of your channel. That's exactly kind of my point. Like, I still totally dig the Invicta watches, and if you search for Invicta watch review, you're gonna get the normal. Like, let me just search it. Like, I know these results are sort of specific to each channel based on the algorithm, right? But just to kind of give an example here, like, I'm going to search Invicta watch reviews, right? And let's see who we get. So, of course, we get me, which is great. Even now, I'm even more confused, to be honest with this algorithm. All right, so I popped up on a bunch of these, which I have not been popping up under Invicta watch reviews in quite some time, quite like that. Now, that might just be something that, again, the algorithm may have changed. So, which is good. That's good. So I pop up number 1 on Invicta watch reviews. Another guy, 6 watt reasons to buy Invicta. Then I'm number 3, number 4. And so, well, that kind of like squashes the point I was trying to make here. But let me just type in Invicta watch, right? So if we go to the Invicta watch, that's I think one of the more competitive keywords. We look at just Invicta watch, we get Max's reviews, right? So he's obviously an Invicta collector. A shopping corner, and this is strictly just like an ad, Um, we get the time teller. We know he hates Invicta. Another guy, Watch Trading Academy. 52,000 views on a guy bashing the brand. And so it's not really. Then we get. So here's kind of where I was going with that. We get Teddy Baltazar, a huge watch channel, but another guy, Watch Trading Academy, me. But I know of some of the channels who are Invicta watch fanatics, right? They're all about it, and they just don't really show up, which is surprising. Because when you're looking for specifically, and again, I don't want to make this whole video about Invicta, but when you're specifically looking for information on something you like, you want the guys who share the same kind of hobbies, right? If you like Invicta watches, I don't want to see the Mad Watch Collector, although his video's got 175,000 views. So, why is YouTube recommending that channel? It's because of his engagement. And so the more people, he's kind of has his own sort of style. But as far as his expertise in this, like he's probably one of like on the bottom here, right? I mean, there's people who have expertise on Invicta are people who own Invicta watches, right? People who collect all different watches as well. There goes Jif Pop, James back. So I was going to read his comment. He said, I like the fact your channel isn't just watches. I wouldn't collect leather or cologne if it wasn't for your videos. Yeah, man. So what I was saying was I reached out to, I don't know if you guys ever checked out Cubano. He's a fragrance reviewer, and he has two channels. One's for like jewelry, like gold, and I don't know why I said it like that, but one gold, right? And one's for cologne. And so he generally stays in his lane, where my channel really, it's all over the place. And I was saying, hey, I've been doing this a really long time. Why do I only have 25,000 subscribers? And the thing is, my channel continues to grow every single month, but I don't pull the views on certain topics like other channels do. So this is kind of what he was saying. And what I read is that people, like, if you're a movie star or you have a following, like you're recognizable, then you can create a channel and talk about whatever you want, and people will go to watch you. So like me and James kind of have some rapport here, right? So when I put up a video, he obviously likes my channel, and it is appreciated, but he will come to watch me talk about whatever I want to talk about, which is awesome. But not everybody likes my channel for everything, right? And that's I agree with James. I do like to kind of overlap things, because if you like watches, you're obviously like to have something nice on your wrist. You might want a nice leather jacket, right? You are interested in maybe making I don't want to go with the whole alpha male style here, where it's like I'm giving advice to grown men, but I think we can all get inspiration from others. And I think that it's kind of cool when I've discovered things on YouTube too that I didn't, I said, man, it looks really good. Or I like that, and I think a lot of times that's how we discover products. So I like the fact this channel overlaps, but I do want to have a watch specific only channel just for those folks who are, have that tunnel vision, just straight up watches. So we'll see. James, I actually got another leather jacket, another collaboration. I have not, I did the review today. I'm going to upload it. I should be doing that now instead of being on here. And I need to go work out too. And I'm taking my parents out for some food tonight, hopefully. There's not enough hours in the day. But I did get this company sent me the brand is called Fan Jackets, which is weird because I didn't really get the vibe that there's a lot of like jackets from movies, like Nicolas Cage wearing the pink and black jacket. Like I didn't see that, like that on there. So I don't really get the Fan Jacket name, but it is a pretty nice jacket. I'll get it. I don't know, James, are you watching right now, or are you're just listening? So you'll see the review. If you were on, I'd show you, but it's a great jacket. I love the color. It's like a distressed brown, super nice. Love it. Very happy with it. So you guys will see the video on that shortly, but anyway, getting back to the whole Invicta thing, James just said, hang on, sorry guys. I can't wait to see it. Just got denim All Saints jacket on eBay for $40. Nice, man. That's probably a pretty good deal, I would think, because I think All Saints is kind of expensive, isn't it? Cool man just said, "Are you into cosplay jackets like Michael Jackson Thriller?" No, I'm not into cosplay at all. But I do appreciate his style in that jacket. It is pretty cool. It's just I can't wear something that somebody has made iconic themselves. All right, James. All right, man, hang on. All right, check it out. It's pretty nice, man. I'm pretty happy with it. Mainly the color. It's like a nice distressed brown. Sorry, get a phone call, folks. Pretty nice, right? I'll get a little closer as you can see. It's not like anything super unique like this style. This style is like all over eBay and Amazon. I actually have this exact style in black from what's it called? Angel Jackets. That video's been on for years. So when this company reached out, I tried to pick something that was a little bit different. And this is sort of the color. I didn't have anything sort of like this brown tan kind of color, and I totally dig it. So this size though, I normally get small. And I don't know, man. Some of the jackets I got like 3 or 4 years ago, I've been hitting the weights pretty hard over the last 3 or 4 years. And so, I'm not, you guys know, I'm not like 6-pack ripped lean, right? Got some stomach belly fat there, right? I mean, it's just kind of how it is, especially when you get older. I'm not willing to cut out Chipotle or pizza, but I do hit the weights pretty hard. And I will state that like the small jackets I bought in the past they're very tight in the back. I can still wear them, but they are restrictive. So in this, I went with the medium. So I'm 182 pounds, 5'8". So the medium fits me perfect. And I'll be all honest. Can't talk. In all honesty, it is a little snug in the back as well. So I'd almost consider it's like a medium, but I can zip it with ease. Like some of the other ones I have in small, I have to kind of like suck in a little bit. But like this is perfect, fits great. Totally dig it. It's a great piece. The only thing is with this jacket is that the price on it's like $190, and I think for that kind of jacket, I think it's a little steep, but it's still really nice. And like I always say, sometimes you pay a little more something you really like. It's okay, right? James just said I'm eyeballing blue vegan one on eBay, $50 from Australia. That's cheap, man. Igor just said, where are the Invicta watches? They're all locked up at the moment, guy. I didn't plan on being on here this long. Adrian said, got my what's up, Adrian, man. I appreciate you always commenting on the videos. Got my first Invicta a couple months ago, quartz from the specialty line. Absolute mint. I think it won't be my last. Love your work, brother. Hey, man, I really appreciate that. It's always awesome to get a compliment. There's always going to be people who like you and hate you, but yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, definitely get more, man. You'll like them. There's so many great watches out there. Cool, man. You said, do fan jackets have great quality leather? And Angel jackets. So Angel jackets and fan jackets, comparable quality. And in all honesty, a lot of these jackets probably come from the same place. I would say India, Pakistan, usually places like that. A lot of companies do get these jackets and slap their name on them. So I would think that this is on par. James asked, is it lambskin? I would say it is lambskin, although I don't have the listing up right now. But based on my experience, it feels like lambskin. Igor said, beautiful jacket. James said, you have Desert Eagle 50 cal. No, I don't. I don't. Too expensive, man. If I was going to get a Desert Eagle, I'd get 44 or 57. 50 cal is just like ridiculous. And you can't, like, that's a safe queen. Like, you're not going to carry that. It's just way too big. Igor, thank you. Said, very beautiful, man. Game Hub said, what's your favorite Invicta? And Adrian said, I like the idea of separate channel. We'll definitely subscribe. Yeah, man, it is live now, 21 Joules. So please go subscribe to try to get the channel rolling. I'll put up I was planning on putting up a video today, but I didn't. I was planning on doing this live feed on 21 Joules, and I put it up, and unfortunately, it didn't get anybody even in there. So it's a struggle to get things rolling on a YouTube channel. So, but videos will start that rolling. But there's like 5 videos on there. They're really old though. Just keep in mind. I may actually even delete them, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, collector's gun for sure, James. It's cool. Like I've always wanted a gold one. I remember when those guns came out and they were in that $800 to $1,000 price range. Now they're just ridiculous. So I generally, when I'm carrying, and I usually carry everywhere, but generally I just carry a little Taurus G2C. It's like a smaller, pistol. It's not huge. It's just, no matter what, when you have a gun on you, it's always like it's always there. Right. And so I just like the G2C. It's compact. It's somewhat comfortable. It's not a bad piece. It's cheap. It's affordable. Well, you don't lose a gun. I always kind of picture like when I was out in the boats crabbing and stuff like that, like losing it over the side. Something happens, whatever. I wouldn't be too bent out of shape about losing a $200 gun in the sea, as opposed to like the CZ or what my SAR 9mm. Those guns are I love those guns. So I mean, well, I don't love those guns. You don't love material items, but you get what I'm saying. Like I like those guns. And I'd be bummed if just like a lot of the watches. Like I mean, if I lost one, I'd be kind of annoyed. Biker Man said, "Are you planning on making more cowboy boot reviews on this website and reviewing on leather pants, leather jackets future?" Yeah, man, I'm always putting up, content on leather jackets, but I don't have any brand. You see a lot of watches on this channel, and I'm always reviewing other products because companies reach out every single week. Sometimes it's a power adapter. Sometimes it's a camera. So companies are constantly reaching out. Sometimes those work out. Sometimes they don't. A lot of times companies kind of cherry pick. They'll send out emails to YouTube influencers saying, "Hey, we got this great product. We love your content." And they're like, "We love your TikTok content." And usually I respond back. I'm like, "Listen, I don't have TikTok, so please don't send me generic emails. If you like what I'm doing and you want to collaborate, take the time to at least discover my channel and watch it and find out if it's something you're interested in collaborating on. Don't just randomly send out emails hoping somebody replies. Then you cherry pick, because that's a waste of everybody's time." So, but with that being said, I do collaborate with Dartmouth, and so I'm constantly getting watches from them, which is great. But I don't have any collaborations with any leather jacket companies. I haven't come across one that wants to continue to send jackets. So maybe Fan Jackets will be that brand. I would love to keep reviewing their products. And ultimately, here's the thing. When you think about the purpose of this channel is not to tell you guys what to buy or tell you folks like this is the best value, right? These are commercials, right? And if you think about YouTube as more of a commercial, sharing something that you may not have discovered, a lot of folks take it very seriously. Like how, and I guess I do too sometimes, but like how, Invicta's not the best quality, Aragon's better. And it's just back and forth nonsense. And really at the end of the day, there's so many great products out there. I don't know. I guess when I buy something, I'm not really looking, I guess I don't go in with the mindset when I buy a product that this is going to last me the rest of my life, and it has to, or I'm pissed off. I expect a certain amount of time, like, I don't know, just an example, like my tires, I'm replacing on one of my cars. I had them on since 08, and they're like, I tried to stretch, they're cracked. I mean, not a good idea, but I drive so little. I figured, maybe I can stretch it another summer. But there's a bubble in the sidewall and the wheels are discontinued, and I'd be so disappointed if something happened to damage those wheels. So I am getting, I got tires in the garage. I have to get them out in balance. But, that's kind of thing. Like I'm not, they didn't last a lifetime. So I'm not like, oh, Nitto sucks. But I mean, if I had tires on there that lasted a month, I'd be pissed off about it. So I guess my point in mentioning that is when I'm shopping for products, I just buy what I like right then and there. I'm not looking to say, oh man, I want this to be passed down and last me a lifetime. I know that in order for you to prolong things in life, it requires effort and care, and you taking care of things. And so if you take care of things, you could have bad luck. Like here, I just showed this earlier in the other video. Here's a WatchStar watch. I've had it for like probably 8 years, but it's probably been on the wrist 10 times, 12 times. And this part fell off, right? Luckily it fell at home on the carpet, but it just, this shouldn't happen. This is I would say, inferior quality. Like, this is something that could have very easily been. It looks like it's glued on. I mean, probably not the best idea. This should have had some kind of set screw on it. I mean, it's drilled. So I don't know. That says a lot about this particular watch brand. But it doesn't mean I don't like the watch. It doesn't mean I'm not going to fix it. Two-part epoxy. Thank you, James. Absolutely. That's kind of what I thought. And that's kind of what I can see that they probably used. There's like, I don't know if you can see, there's like lines where the maybe that epoxy was. But I'll probably like scuff this a little bit and get a nice surface for it to bind to. Maybe put in a few scratches under there. I don't know. We'll see. But again, I'm not like, that didn't happen. I'm not like, oh, Watchstar watches suck now. I'm like, the good and bad things can happen all the time. So I don't know. I'll fix it and I'll still wear it. So, I mean, yeah, stuff like that. It's like I have one Invicta the other day. I mentioned it. And I wore the hell out of those watches too. One of my Zeus Bolts. One of the hands fell off. I actually reached out to James to see if it was fixable. I'm just not going to spend the money to do it. I'll just wear it the way it is. It's not that big a deal to me. But that's a little disappointing. But I've had the watch for 10 years. So it still works. It's just the second hand's not on it. So I guess I just don't go into buying things with the intention that I need to have the best quality. So I don't know. So I'm not sure how I kind of went off on a tangent there. So, but Bikerman, again, when it comes to like, I think about leather pants, leather jackets, I don't have any kind of collaboration with anybody. So it's not something I can consistently get to share. But, there's a lot of jackets I have downstairs that I have like 40, 50 jackets, and I can come back and re-review those with fresh content, because all my content in the past is like HD. It's really grainy. Whereas this new 4K camera I have, it's much better. I should have did it a long time ago. Kind of sucks because all those videos I kind of feel like I wasted my time filming them. But no big deal, man. And James just said it's very common across brands. So yeah, man. So there you go. I'm getting educated here. Using a two-part epoxy. It's not a lack of quality. It's just how they do things. So yeah, man. I mean, well. Folks, I have to go work out. I got things to do. 3:49. I do, as always, want to thank all you guys it's super flattering you guys getting on here and talking with me and asking me questions. I really appreciate it. I enjoy hanging out, shooting the shit. A lot of fun. As always, if you guys ever have any questions, you can find me on Instagram. You got my email address. Drop me an email. I'm always here to help. Give you any knowledge that I can come up with and, point you in a direction on brands. But at the end of the day, there's so many great brands out there. If you don't, I think my point mentioning like the quality, a jacket like this, it's probably going to last forever, but it depends on how much you wear them. If you're going to ride a motorcycle with this jacket all day long, every single day, and really abuse it, it's probably not going to last you the rest of your life. But a fashion jacket like this, I'm going to wear it once in a while. I'm going to choose a different one and rotate through my stuff. And so for me, I have my Wilson leather jackets that were like $100 to $200. That was like 25 years ago, and they still look great. So take care of your stuff, and it'll kind of take care of you, right? It'll last. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and take care now. Remember to go subscribe to 21 Jewels. I'm going to watch the subscriber count. You guys better subscribe. I expect to see that subscriber count over 70 after today.